Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
It's 3 a.m. and the sirens are going off. Another rocket attack. I've got my boots and got my ammo in my 50-pound sack. A 100 boys headed to war in this world unknown. The only peace of mind I've got are these letters from home. Another day has come and gone. Another night I'm all alone. I didn't think I'd be this far out here in Kandahar. Well, most of us, we made it home, but we never came back. But when we close our eyes at night, we hear a rocket attack. I've tried to talk and tell you about it, but it ain't the same. All these thoughts that run through my head, well, they can't be tamed. Another day has come and gone. Another night I'm all alone. I didn't think I'd be this far out here in Kandahar. Another day has come and gone. Another night I'm all alone. I didn't think I'd be this far out here. We ain't far from Kandahar. In Kandahar.
roll.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Good morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is?
Beautiful morning, Sergeant Major.
Are you a fucking weatherman now?
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
Oh, yeah. Break 'em off some. Broadcasting live from the Functional Veteran Center of Excellence. Break 'em off some. Check this out. This is Sergeant's Time on this 30 April 2020. I'm your host, Ice, and in the turret is Spanky.
Hey, y'all.
And okay, so pardon for the delay. Been going back and forth with Facebook and stuff. Facebook, yes. Believe it or not, there are some members of the Facebook fan club that we do have fans of the WTF Nation here. This is awesome. Love it, love it. I am just so of excellence. Exactly that, Pooks. Of excellence. We got all the streams going. All 14 of them are live, but the primes are up right now. So if you're listening to us on Facebook, Mixer, Periscope, and Twitter, and the YouTubes, then you're listening to us live from the basement of the Pentagon. Wait, are we at the Pentagon or Area 51? Well, we're in the Alamo today. I can't remember. We're like the pioneers of social distancing and teleworking. But man, what a freaking of excellence of excellence. That's right, Cause. Holy shit. So thank you, Facebook. I'm gonna have to give you some shout outs for assisting us with the tech. I like it. I mean, at the one time I could say, "Hey, cool. There we go. We're hooked up." Spanky, I think this is it. I think we some of the stresses have been kind of. I know Josiah don't have to worry about face masks and PT belts for this. Just 6 feet away. You know what I mean? Just 6 feet away. It's where the real people mingle. That where it goes. Okay. So yeah. Again. So thanks. Shout out to Facebook. Appreciate your assistance and appreciate the tech help. God, that's what I hate. That's like that was the biggest. Actually, was the biggest load we had to kind of.
The biggest load.
The biggest load. We're just the biggest
phrasing.
load. Okay, I'm sorry. The big phrasing. Yeah. Okay. It was the ruck that it was an additional weight that was taken out of the ruck. How we're gonna start speaking military euphemisms now. What is this? This is the extra load off our back. The extra piece of equipment that we can just take off. So, but yeah, it's what's going on. God, man, I'm telling you, it's crazy because we started on Facebook, U.S. Army WTF Moments, WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation started on a website, but the whole start of where we're at, the whole followership comes and the information comes from Facebook. So there was a lot of decisions that I had to talk with the big bosses, and then Facebook. And if we could not get to some certain things, there was going to be some additional changes that was going to cause a little bit of disruption. But I didn't want to, exactly, Gator necks and Googles of excellence. And I didn't want to have to break the news to the nation and say, hey, how come you guys the last couple nights were on? You can only listen to us on WTF Nation Radio. Well, that was because why? It was some tech issues that we were working out. Pretty soon, we're gonna be on Twitch. We're gonna be hanging out with the little gamer kids. Yeah, exactly. You got to leave your Matterhorn. Man, I haven't worn a set of Matterhorns in forever, man. I have not worn. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I still have a set of Matterhorns. Were you ever stationed in Europe? Did you ever get issued a Matterhorn?
No, I've never been stationed in Europe.
Yeah, well, if you get stationed in Europe, you got issued those Matterhorns, and I'm telling you what, those were the boots to have. I'm sorry, I'm still geeked out about the tech working right now. I'm just pumped.
He's doing nerd things. You know what happens sometimes.
Nerding rocks. I love it when the nerddom is successful. I can see everything. I can. Oh, it's awesome. It's so
He
awesome.
gets a little excited. It's okay.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome. Yeah, exactly, Branko.
Like,
Monkeys
shit
off
works,
the bat.
yo.
Yeah, shit works, yo. You finally can listen to us. Hey, Branko, I don't know what's going on with you. You know, every time you come in, I'm gonna break your balls for a second, man. You come in here and like say it's not working. Our tech,
And Doc is like asked about the audio, like
audio.
seconds
Yeah.
in.
Okay, we kind of control the audio, and a lot of the individuals come in and, like me. I have music coming on, not like right at the minute. You know what I mean? You'll see some graphics coming on, and then immediately it's like there's no sound. Relax. Just sit back, take a drink, and just think. The music is going to come on. The music is going to... If it cuts off, then you know we're having tech issues. He's still talking in all caps? Is he? I don't know if he is or not. He used to talk in all caps, but not no more. But yeah, so other hosts, they like to have intro. It's just the way you got to know the flow. So don't freak out if you come on. And some of it also is y'all's internet. We're all of our tech now is getting pushed at pretty high resolution. We've actually had to tell Facebook that Facebook was like, oh, you're giving too much of us. Oh, that's too much of us. Oh, just too much. You're giving us too much. We've actually had to tone it down a little bit. Yeah, we want to give it to you all. We actually had to kind of tone it down. So just relax, enjoy the show. And now that we got tunes, and now we got, I was sweating. I mean, not sweating. I was concerned. I grew concerned over the WTF Nation and their ability to be able to listen to us on all the platforms that we say they're going to listen to us on. It kind of gives, that's you don't want to sit there and bullshit about some stuff like that and say, no, I guess we're not listening, or, oh, they're lying, they don't know what they're doing. No, I don't want to do that. We want to make sure you guys and gals have the most optimum tech afforded to you. I can't wait till we get on Twitch. It's going to be awesome. So, anyways, on with the show. So, okay, you're bugging me, Spanky. I don't want to talk about it, but because the little shit pissed me off today. But go ahead. What's today? What's going on today?
Well, April is the month of the military child, and April 30th is, Military Brat Day. That's what I call it.
Yes, it's Military Brat Day. Go ahead, little shits.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they are. I was one. And I have one.
Yeah.
I was born at Walter Reed, lived everywhere, up until my, dad's last duty station in South Dakota. And then I decided I need, join myself to get the hell out of there.
Right.
So.
Well, so it's Military Brat Day. So my oldest was born at Darnell. My Princess Ice was...
So was mine.
Yeah. Yeah. And so Princess Ice was born at Womack at Fort Bragg. And Baby Ice was born at UNC Chapel Hill, and so yeah, he's not disciplined. He lacks a discipline. And I'm gonna tell you what, this little kid, this monkey man. Now you hear how boisterous he is. He's walked in a couple of times, on our show, and said hi.
He has a lot to say.
Yeah, he's coming in here. But today he was in rare form. He came in. You remember on Dark Knight? When the Joker comes into that dinner party looking for Batman, looking for Bruce Wayne, and he's like just going in there and just grabbing everybody's food and taking drinks and spilling it, and he's like, I like that. Let me have some more. Where's Harvey Dent? He comes in here right and he can't. I was cooking some chow today. I was like, I'm gonna get me some ramen. I'm gonna hook it up. All the main page admins are we like to share recipes and all that stuff, and I want to try this one recipe. One of the admins said, hey, you should try this one. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try it. Could not do a lick of any of that because the little shit came into the kitchen, saw that he had chicky nuggies specials with some crinkle fries, some goldfish, some Jello, some little shark chewies, and he was like, oh, the feast is gonna happen. So I made the mistake of I have toddler gates around the area, so that way he can roam and he's segregated him off, and also I have equipment that I don't want him to touch. I have radio equipment. I heard this noise, this like banging against the wall, freaking toys, and this kid's got freaking problem-solving skills like you can't believe. This little monkey man, this kid grabs all of it. He has a Tonka truck, he has a Play School dump truck, and he has a Black & Decker workbench. and he grabbed all of them together and piled them up to climb. Now, this kid's like, he's 4 years old and he's already 42 inches. He's 42 inches! Little kid's like tall little shit. And
his soldier smaller than
he starts climbing and you can see his long lanky arms and legs. I'm like, what are you doing? And he tumbles over and he just starts ransacking the kitchen, like going through like the Joker. I like that. I'm gonna get it. I'm like, what are you doing? Holy crap. And then you said, oh, it's the month of the military child and it's Happy Kids Brats Day. And I'm like, oh shit, hell no, you little shit, you don't get no day. When am I gonna get a day? God, man, this guy is like, he was just tearing up. And then he was impatient with the chow, opens up the oven and is like he just didn't care. I was like, dude, he sticks his hand in there, realizes that it's hot, and he pulls his hand out. I'm like, yeah, how do you like that? And he's like thinking that when he sticks his hand back in there again, it's gonna be cooler or something. I don't know.
Right. Well, sometimes you gotta let him, feel
bro,
the hot.
Oh my God, he was this quarantine shit. I'm telling you what, I'm gonna drive by school and just yeet him over the fucking fence. This is some serious shit. This is some COVID crap that I don't. Man, I'm just like, dude, little monkey man, just like all over the fucking place. So I kind of like, I miss them when they're small. My daughter's not acting like this. I know he's gonna hear this in a few years. He's like, hey, Dad, are you talking shit on me? And I'm like, no.
Absolutely.
I definitely was talking shit, dude. You're driving me up the wall. We had the B team plague going on, and it was like it wasn't a real apocalypse. And he's gonna think that I bet you the kids nowadays, they're gonna probably think that The Walking Dead is like a comic of this plague, of this pandemic, right? And then they're gonna be like, hey, we had a plague, and it was like, and a matter of fact, I'm gonna do that when he gets older. It's like Walking Dead. Do you know what's the true story about the plague of 2020? No, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's it, exactly.
Yeah, you know what? When you think about it, though, whoa, wait a minute. Didn't all that drama start in Atlanta? I'm just saying.
I don't know, though. I know The Walking Dead did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. CDC. No, I'm just saying the CDC incident in Atlanta and for The Walking Dead. And then, let's see. Didn't Atlanta just open up didn't Georgia just open up their, they lifted, I think tomorrow is a lot of states that are going to their relaxing of standards, the relaxing of easing up on restrictions during this pandemic. So tomorrow, I think it's going to be Georgia, and I think Texas has been the same way.
Texas is opening up some of the things,
yeah.
Not anywhere I want to go.
Right. Well, like Whataburger. Who wants to go there?
Whataburger's been stayed open.
I'm about to say, again,
an essential business.
I'm busting a shout out to all them freaking businesses that have not forgotten my barbecue sauce ketchup. Oh my God, I don't know, it's just the quality's been better. Does it seem like that? I think they should just stay calling in and delivery. I think they should just be like that.
Well, that's how I've been like forever.
Yeah,
I don't go anywhere.
Well, we were already kind of like in a quarantine mood anyways, because you hit me up during the day. You're like, hey, I gotta call you up. I gotta go to the gym. What are you doing right now? I'm like, the last thing you said me? You're retired. You're not doing shit. Okay, I need a phone call. I need to talk to you about something. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Yeah, exactly.
That's the only place I want to go is the gym, and it's not opening. So
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Gosh, I miss my gym.
Yeah, well,
and my pedicure lady.
I'm about to say I need to, and I'm thinking about. I think we should do a challenge. I think we should have all fans of the WTF Nation, guys that didn't get a haircut, and like looking like freaking let their hair grow. I'm not cutting my hair. I didn't cut my hair at all. I have my hair.
Me either.
My hair is like, it's fun. It's like thinking, oh my God, it's like over the ears, and I'm thinking, I can actually, I don't know, probably pull it in it's like I can almost grab it. I usually have short hair. I can almost grab it. I didn't grow a beard though.
A ponytail soon.
Yeah, we should do that. See how long this thing goes. I think it's going to be, I think the way that some of the states are going, they're going to be lifting their stuff up tomorrow. Some states will be lifting up tomorrow. And then there's going to be, I guess a phase 1 implementation, then a phase 2. Some states have extended their stuff already. I know, I think Missouri, Kansas, I think Tennessee, Kentucky just had some like more COVID stuff happening. So I just kind of thinking that it's all dependent on your state. Make sure you check with your local state websites to see when they're going to open up. I know the Army's not doing that shit. No, hell no. The Army at all is not doing any of that stuff. There has been a COVID update already. There's limited Fraggle 23 that's been released for updated. That's been for stop movement extension. Fraggle 24 is pending release. I think they released Fraggle 24 already. But anyways, some of the stuff, any diversion or direct travel for a soldier to one PDS to another requires an additional travel waiver, so soldiers are not authorized to pick up family without an ETP. For leave in addition with PCS ETP. ILE, Army War College, USASMA, and Captain Careers course have been approved to proceed. So if you got a date for them schools, or you have been selected to attend any of those schools, and you have been approved to proceed. Updated dates, of course, that will be a restart date. Check your chain of command. Check all the Alaracs that are out there. I know there's a new Alarac that's been in place of a rescinded one that was Alarac 038-2020. And that's published as a replacement. The A31s are not required to equal the report dates on the orders as normal permissive TDY. Not authorized. The losing command is not going to give you permissive TDY. You have to show up to your new command and get permissive TDY there. It can only be approved by the gaining command. I don't back.
That makes sense.
Well, I mean, historically,
they're still going to need to look for a house, but if they're going to make sure they,
at least it'll give you a timeline.
You're going to be,
At least it'll give you a good timeline to do it, though.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand you're still going to need to look for a house, but a lot of us have already found a place that's, at our gaining command,
right?
And there's not.
Right.
So they're saying you have to come here, and we'll let you go look for a house, and then they know you're not going anywhere in between.
Exactly that.
That has happened.
Right. Well, I mean, there's individuals that have gotten an exception to policy to be extended or not extended. Some have been approved, some have not. Again, check with the Alaracs, check with your S1, or you can check on U.S. Army WTF Moments. Look at the main page, and you can see on the updated Alaracs. We now have the 82nd Airborne following AG University. I didn't know they had an AG University, 82nd Airborne, all the way. They have one there. That's they follow us on Twitter. Morgan, our J1, she's been dropping the mad freaking knowledge on air. I mean, we got she's I think she's like the freaking S1 goddess or J1 goddess. I think you served with her. You both were like,
I don't know. I'm not sure for sure, but
I think you have.
AG's a pretty small world.
Yeah.
Y'all, if you don't know them, you know someone that knows them.
Right. Well, a lot of them. So real quick, there's been okay, before, I mean, what they just said, you got to wear a mask. That's what just call it, right? Just wear a mask, right? The Army being the Army, in its infinite wisdom. See, now you just say, hey, wear a face mask, and it's got to be cloth, and you got to make sure you can wash it, yada yada yada. Congress about saying what? Wants to keep taking breaks. Yeah, they should apply for unemployment. Just like, no, they should be fired. But that's a Monday show subject. So,
yeah, we don't talk about Congress here. I lose my shit.
Yeah, I lose my exactly that. So at any rate, I gotta stop saying so, man. It's like I'm catching myself.
That's your crutch word.
It is. I think it is. I think it's a crutch word that I got to get rid of. It goes away usually when I speak other languages, so I got to call up some family. Hello.
It's been a minute to talk to your other friends.
He's talking to my other friends, exactly. I need your help with my English is getting really messed up. So why you calling me? I speak English too. You know what I mean? No, I mean, why don't you speak Spanish to me? You know what I mean? I don't want to call like my German family, because then the next thing you know, they'd be they want to know why I'm calling.
You're gonna get all angry sounding.
Yeah, exactly.
German just sounds so angry.
I know. Remember that one time? Yeah,
so
one time you took my call. I took that call, and I was in German. You were like, "Are you mad?" I'm like, "No, why?" You sound like you're pissed off. I'm like, "No, I was like freaking talking to my family, one of my cousins, and hey, a long time no see. And, hey, how you doing? Oh, how so and so?" You were like, "You're so pissed. You're always pissed." I'm like, "No, that's the way it sounds." Anyways, so leave it to the Army. Dude, it's no longer a mask. They don't call it a face mask. You don't call it a. Hey, what do you call it? What do you call it, Spanky? Do you call it a face covering? What do you call it? Do you?
I just call it a mask.
Just call it a mask, right? Or
yeah, just a mask. Face mask, the most. Just face mask.
Yeah, face mask, right? Well, leave it to the Army. Yeah, and its infinite excellence. They've now called it the cloth combat face cover, CCFCs.
I cannot breathe.
I cannot. Like the cloth combat face cover. So make sure, and this is along with the Alarac here that we just released. The combat. I can't even say that fast. Entonces, pues, claro que sí, Mr. Cause. Senor Cause. The cloth combat face cover. I can't even say that 5 times. I can't even say that once fast. And I speak fast.
That's why there's an acronym. CCFC.
Cloth. And make sure you got your CCFC on. What the fuck is that? Could you imagine being like a career for sergeant? What's up? Where's your CCFC? Huh? What the fuck is that? I thought I already donated before. There's another CFC drive? No. CCFC. Fucking CCFC is excellence. Exactly, Cause. Cloth combat face cover. Cloth combat face. Cloth combat face cover. I think we need to do another jingle, man. I think I need to get Baby Ice up on the beats there, and we just need to do, instead of a expert action badge, we need to do a freaking cloth combat face covers with Ready to Fight Tonight. Yark.
With some just had to make it difficult.
Right, with some Googles and some Netgators. Oh my God.
I want an NSN soon.
Yeah.
There's going to be one.
I would not doubt there is going to be an NSN, without a doubt. So cloth combat face. I already messed it up. I already forgot what it is. Cloth combat face cover. Cloth combat face covers. Cloth. So what would happen if? What's your T-shirt then? Cloth combat body cover or torso cover? Pants. Cloth combat junk cover. Butt covers.
Because it wouldn't have enough lethality in it if they didn't throw the combat in.
Combat. But the reason why we're doing this is because it's in a garrison environment. It's combat.
Because all those people giving those Facebook lives.
Yeah.
And all those
oh my, this is hilarious. They look like Cobra. They look like I'm waiting for the Cobra Commander and Destro to show up. It's like Cobra Commandos here, stand by. And then fucking, yes, I see my army. I want to watch G.I. Joe now with the kids. This is why we had to wear face masks. Cobra, a ruthless terrorist organization.
I always think of Scorpion and what's the other one from Mortal Kombat?
Oh, Sub-Zero.
Those are the two I think of.
Sub-Zero, yeah. Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Get over here! Exactly. Expert soldier badgers. Expert soldier cloth covers. Yeah, right, exactly.
Are they made of different kind of cloth?
CCFC. See, just the first part of it will mess me up. CCFC. What's a CCFC? That's like a board question now. Think about that now. You see you saw Jason, right? You saw his tweets about his being a virtual board. He did a board like in his car.
I did.
That's awesome.
It works.
Yeah, it works. No, it was awesome. It was like everyone did a promotion board from different locations, and everybody was seated everywhere. I know 10 Special Forces Group. They did a board that took place in a giant field for social distancing. It was awesome.
That works too.
Exactly. Cloth combat face cover. See, I can't even say that.
CCFC.
CCFC.
I say it real fast.
Cloth. Yeah. Or yelling at a soldier. Where the fuck's your cloth combat face? What? Excuse me? Cloth.
I donated to that. No, not that.
No, not that one. That's not. Yeah, exactly. I already donated to them shits. Oh, come on, man. Anyways, so that's the name of it. That's kind of like the funny about it, because it was one of those things that the Army had decided to finally do a cloth combat face cover, a nomenclature. Could you imagine now? Being a jump master, you have to know jump master nomenclature. Everything's got to be nomenclated correctly. It's not. They don't call it a Kevlar. You call it a ballistic helmet or advanced combat helmet, right? So you have to sit there and now when you're doing JMPI and there's a deficiency on it, what are you going to say? Cloth combat face cover, band, not adorned on jumper's right side. Whatever, man. It's gonna be nuts. C2FC. That's a good one. That's a good one. C2FC. Oh, hey, Sergeant Major, how you doing? Oh, we're gonna do another special. All right, Sergeant Major. Yeah, Sergeant Jeremiah again. You see him in the chats? What is going on?
I will reach out to your people.
Man, we will link up, definitely. Welcome to. Yeah, we would love to have you and the General Beagle to come back on. That would be awesome. Oh, yeah, definitely, for sure. Yeah, just hit us up. You know how to contact the Sergeant Major. That'd be awesome. Gotta be another repeat. I think they're gonna try. I think they're gonna show us up. They're gonna try to show MGD General Donahoe. Is what it is. And they want to come over here and get some. So yeah, definitely for sure, Sergeant Major. You can definitely come on. It was good seeing you. Talk to you again. God, it sucks too. All the stuff we wanted to do with all these units, it just pisses me off that we couldn't do them. Gonna come down. I was gonna go talk to the freaking kids. I was gonna go, God. That's just like it's frustrating. This whole thing is like interrupting Army stuff. It's just like, well, except for unless you're at Fort Bragg. Did you hear what's going on at Fort Bragg?
No, you're the one that keeps up with all the Fort Bragg stuff. You got the East Coast on lock.
Yeah, East Coast, West Coast. It don't matter. WTF Nation will keep you connected, lickety split. No shit. So here's what happened. I guess there is a semi-annual event on Fort Bragg. Everybody does it, called Clean Sweep. We don't, and it's basically
Everybody's heard of that.
It's Red Cycle. It's basically what it is. When you have Red Cycle details and stuff like that. Well, I guess it's going to happen. So there's got to be some lethality with CCFCs on Fort Bragg, and so please submit any photos, videos too. Videos, please film a horizontal. Videos at armywtfmoments.com, or you could send some pics at the main page. Drop some memes at US Army WTF Moments memes. I'd be more than happy to, and definitely be happy to talk about that. That's right, Sergeant Major. See. Sergeant Major knows what's up. They can cover tactical dispersed training environments. Yeah. I want to see some stuff up like that. That'd be awesome. Go find bodies off Chicken Road, a.k.a. that was Plank Road. Pookie, God, you remember that, don't you? That's right. Area J, that's what we had to find. Yeah, that's we were joking about. I was just joking about with some of my friends about finding things like that off Area J. Anyways. So Fort Bragg's going to do Clean Sweep, and I'm just kind of wondering how they're going to conduct that, how they're going to pull that off. So, but more than happy, we'll just give us your videos and we'll check them out. But I see you in there. You talking? I see you talking to someone.
Oh yes, I got a multitask.
I got a multitask. I see you talking. It's okay. No, that's awesome. I'm so friggin' All American Week has been canceled. Because that's a good point, Cos. We were going to be there. We were going to be there for All American Week. We were going to do a live show, and we were going to hang out with General Carilla and General Mingus. That was going to be fun. It's going to be, God, so much stuff has got delayed, man. All the fun stuff. Why's a play got to come, man? God, it blows. So, anyways, speaking of which, okay.
Hopefully by late summer, things will start to be able to pick back up a little.
Right. Here's the thing. Okay, so you tell me. I don't want to get too much into this, but okay. So supposedly it happened. What's happening right now is that the Thunderbirds, the Air Force Thunderbirds, and the U.S. Navy Blue Angels are flying around doing air shows over specific cities, and that's right. You're going to be the post CSM at Fort Knox. That's right, y'all. Okay, I'm excited for you, man. I love it. Can't wait to have you on, Sergeant Major. It'll be awesome. So they're having air shows, or they're just like flying over and stuff like that, and people are making like a big deal about it. I mean, do you think it's a big deal that the Blue Angels and the Air Force Thunderbirds are flying over the all the main cities and doing loop de loops and flying in formation, saluting, kind of like a shout out salute to the first responder or to the individuals working in the hospitals? I mean, essential personnel, I guess you would say. I mean, do you think it's a big deal? I mean, do you think it's a big deal?
Oh, I think it's cool. I was an Air Force kid, so well, I was both an Army and Air Force kid. My mom was married a couple times, but no, I think it's cool. I know back home because my dad's retired Air Force,
right?
And they live near Air Force Base, and they're doing it there. And it's a way that you can't do parades, you can't do a lot of things that you kind of would do to say thanks. So, I mean, I've seen like people doing the little like fire trucks and cop cars and stuff like that, kind of doing little drive-bys and stuff by hospitals, like doing their sirens and stuff. These planes still have to get so many hours. The pilots still have to fly. So what's the difference?
So
doing the little flybys. Thank you.
And I'm kind of glad. I'm glad you brought that up, because that's exactly the way I feel. I don't care personally. The pilots need to fly. That's part of their practice, anyways. If they weren't flying over the cities, they'd be doing an air show right now. And like you said,
right.
They have necessary hours to fly. They have to maintain their minimum flight hour qualifications to be considered qualified, I guess, in their airframe. So yeah, I mean, I do not see a big deal about it. I don't really think that it's an issue. But there's people getting mad about it. there's people getting pissed about, oh, this is a slap in the face, and I'm sure glad my tax dollars are going to this, and I'm thinking, dude, what are you talking about? They're flying. They're just flying over.
Well, I'm sure that the people that are upset about it don't realize they're going to have to fly anyway.
Right. Well,
they have to do training hours. And
right.
fly.
Right. Yeah, they gotta fly, and they gotta, it's hard. It's kind of like you have to drive your POV right to get it going and keep it from falling apart because it's just sitting so long.
Right, I'm getting a month to a gallon right now. I still got to go somewhere in it.
A month to a gallon. I know. It's funny. I'm like I say, I'm like barely driving around, and like I have to go do essential stuff, and so I'll go do essential stuff, and then everyone's like, oh, you better what's going on? They're flying. Okay, they gotta fly. They're the Blue Angels. You can't do this shit in the ground. They're not the. They're not the sand colored LMTVs. they're not the sand colored Dirt Devils. they're the Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds. They kind of have to do stuff in the sky, and they have to kind of maintain their flight hours. They have to fly. They got to fly. They'd be doing it anyways.
No, exactly, and I think that's what people don't understand is they would have been doing it anyway, and now that it's advertised and it has like a dual purpose. Like the people that just want to rabble about something just found something new to rabble about. And I think if it was explained like, hey, money's going to be spent anyway. They have like a budget. It's got to be spent by September 30th on all the fuel and everything else. So
that's a good question.
It's going to get spent one way or another.
But, so
might as well, do a little PR recruiting type thing like, hey, hi, we have all these fun things to do in the military too.
Exactly that. Well, sometimes they have to have their. I mean, I'll be honest with you. People who are bitching about it, I could care less. You really have. Shut up, Karen. I'm really getting tired of every. I got busted out. I got Karen. I had somebody trying to Karen me. I didn't know. The store that I just recently started saying, okay, now we're going to start doing the markers, the little signs where you have to go in a direction. You have to go in one way. Like they have arrows. I mean, if you've been at any army commissary, it's normally like that anyways. They have arrows where you got to go, right? So it's not a big deal. But,
no, I've never seen the arrows. I want some arrows. Go on.
Well, no. Well, the thing is that they had so I'm walking by and I have to go and get necessary items. Necessities of life, and then they freaking this woman just was walking, and then I saw her on one side of the aisle, and I'm walking towards her, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, there's somebody there, and she's wearing a face mask, so I won't look at her. I'm doing the, I'm not, people because in this environment, there's people that want to fucking shoot you for not having a face mask or having a face mask that's not a specific way, or how come you have an N95 mask? Right. And I walked up and she looked right at me. She's like, you're whacking. Wow. I couldn't hear it because she had a mask on, but all I heard was whacking. I'm like, huh? What? And then she gets like in the middle of the freaking aisle as I start approaching. Like she was going to block me with a fucking cart. And I'm like,
Is she like the cart police now?
And she's like, and as I got closer, she raises her voice, she raises her muffled voice, and she says, "There's arrows right there for the aisle." And I'm like, "Oh, there's arrows for the aisle. Okay, thank you." I go, and I look on the ground, I'm like, "Where the fucking arrows at? I don't see no fucking arrows." And she like looks, I thought she was gonna like grab my head, to grab my face to like lift it up to look, and she points. She's like freaking aggressive sign language in her guess, and she's like, and she points, and there's these little white signs that says you're going the wrong way, and then I look at the other sign and it says you must go in this direction. I'm thinking, okay, thank you. All right, thanks. I didn't see that. Oh, how could you not see that? I'm like, what was that? And she pulls her fucking mask down. I go, hey, don't pull your mask down. And she goes, I don't know how you could not see that. I'm like, oh, well, I didn't know. They just put these in. So now, what are you gonna do? You're gonna throw a lolly on me and go nuts? Exactly that, cause I'd have picked up her cart, thrown it. People are getting stupid about this shit. Don't get mad at me, Karen. When do we start getting this freedom stuff again? You were gonna move. She was gonna move her cart. She was like moving the cart. She was edging. I'm thinking, fuck, I left the gun in the truck. I'm like, what was I gonna? Might I have to shoot somebody? I mean, is that where's it to the point where we're gonna escalate some shit, where some old lady comes up to you and hits you with a cart? Is that necessary use of deadly force? You're just sit there. This has nothing to do with Sergeant's Time, but
with the cart back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, or I push her back with the cart, and then all people are gonna be like, "You see what Ice did? He just like pushed an old lady down, and she's like, I mean, she's an old lady. Obviously, I'm not gonna do that to her. But God, man, it's just like it's getting to the point now. I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think so.
No, they changed a lot of stuff at our commissary here too. Of course, with the mask and everything, and that was normal. What I didn't know when I was going there the other day is I couldn't get my kid in there with me without her ID. And I didn't really feel like dealing with it. I'm just like, just go sit in the car. Here's the keys. I'll be quick. Because I'm just like,
right.
I only went there because they have this one certain kind of lettuce that they only have at the commissary. I needed a few other things, but I hadn't been in the commissary since like all this started. I usually avoid posts. It's just not worth it for me. Like with the traffic and the gates and this and I just, like I said, unless I absolutely have to go, I don't. And I usually only go if I have to go to a doctor's appointment.
Right.
So, but I really wanted this lettuce.
You want some good lettuce, huh?
Yeah. And they only have it at the commissary. So I went.
Right.
And had the girl with me, and she didn't have her ID card with her. And usually it's not a big deal, but it was. So, whoever was the dude at the door that was on detail to check them had an issue with it. Even though she's my kid, but it's whatever.
Well, it's getting stupid because it's almost like, I almost want to say, this is totally getting off subject, but we're almost close to a break anyways. I almost feel like saying,
we do this.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, did you did you just pull your keyboard shield down? Because I don't clear. Aren't you the lady that lives down the street that doesn't say nothing to nobody? And now, is this your shining moment to try to bow up on me or anyone, as a matter of fact? And that's one thing I will say about this, man. Facebook has got, not Facebook, but the social media back and forth of everyone going off and reporting people on, and you see the comments in there about Karen's reporting it. Yeah. I'm going to tell you what, hell no. If you want to bow up on me, okay, look, you're an old lady, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hit a woman. I'm not going to do that. But I am going to elevate my voice in a resonating response using sonic waves of ice to tell her to shut the fuck up. I am not going to sit there and have to have my rights impugned just because I didn't know they put the fucking sign. Because the thing is, I don't know, right? But everyone immediately is now becoming... They're just all of a sudden becoming the fucking rats. They're just like, you're not supposed to do that. I'm going to call the manager. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. What did I do? What's going on? What? And like I said, people are actually lowering. I love it. I like it when people lower their keyboard shield down, because now it's time. It sounds like you want to fight. It's time for you. See, is your minivan up armored? because
it can be pretty quick.
Because I'm gonna tell you,
at the very least, it's sandbags.
Exactly. I am done with that shit. I hate when people they sit there and it's almost like because of what's going on with this pandemic, it's caused confusion on where people stand and where left and right limits are at.
I just want to go shop and get my stuff.
I just want that. I just want to go get my coffee Bustelo, grab some freaking candy, and grab some snacks for the boy. Grab some extra goldfish.
Chicken nuggets.
Got always some. I remember what the fuck I was in there for. I think. Oh yeah. I was in there for coffee, and then I was in there for ready to fight tonight. I was in there for some coffee. Anytime I had a chance, I was just to make sure I look at my I look like I need another bucket of. So I grabbed some coffee Bustelo. Then I go over to the it was breakfast burritos and stuff. I was gonna make some more. I wanted to get some eggs, and I still can't get no eggs because I want to make the kid, some breakfast burritos. He likes breakfast burritos. So I got some bacon and stuff like that. That's not an issue. So I'm like, okay, well, if I can't get that, I'll just. But as I was ingressing to my objective, that's when I saw the old lady, the CCFC with a cloth combat cover with a cloth combat face cover. Pizza nuggets. He don't like pizza nuggets anymore. He used to like them. He used to. I remember. That's why I started eating. I stopped buying them because I don't like making them. Anyways, but people I think are getting kind of stupid. It's almost like it's now their right to to throw some disrespect. And I don't think people are. I don't want to sound like a fire starter, even though it is my profession. But I can't. I like watching this shit. I find this is the gladiatorial moment of individuals who now, if you had thought you were protected by a keyboard, let's go. Let's go. I would prefer that. That's right, Jay. Coffee Bustelo is a front office coffee of choice. You damn right. Of excellence. But I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. You got to be fucking kidding me. Yeah, the Chads and Karen. Yeah, COVID. Oh my God, that's another thing too. They're starting to go out of control. There have been people who have now that are arguing with doctors, medical, military people, arguing about readiness and state of. And there's just sometimes we look in some of the stuff in the inbox, and we got to kind of like say, you got to stop being a bitch. Well, they're making me.
I mean, it's really easy not to be.
They're really making me, and you got to check it. I mean, there's some. Don't get me wrong. There are some comments there are some stuff in the inbox that we go, ooh, yeah, that's kind of messed up. I give it to the PAO, and the PAO handles it, and it's done. It's easy. We haven't got a good view of some screenshots because I don't know if our campaign of screenshot blasting has been successful, but it's been kind of reduced.
Yeah, I've seen a few today. That,
yeah. Yeah, but they're not. Yeah, exactly. They're not whatever. But again, if I am a member of that type of a medical community, and this is what I'm working, and this is what I'm doing, and I say, hey, this is what I'm doing, and then you of non-educated status, it's like when somebody, it's like, remember that one time before I went public when someone, and you were laughing about this, when someone was telling me that I was just a 10-year E6 or some shit like that, and you could not stop laughing. It's like you never sergeanted before, but you're trying to tell me as a specialist how to sergeant. It's getting to the point now where I'm seeing the gloves come off, and I like it. That's the kind of shit we need. I think there's an equitable feeling. Everyone wants to do that. That needs to happen. There needs to be some sort of games or something like that where finally people, because the pressure is building up to where everyone's going to say, you know what, they're going to explode on each other and just like go off, and they're going to go off. And you're already seeing it. Just like the toilet paper shit. People are losing their stuff. Now people are getting quarantine sickness. They're getting like, they're cabin fever. They don't want to have to deal with it. And I'm just like, I'm going to tell you what, you want to rat me out or whatever, or you want to say something like that. If you want, or now they're getting to the point where there are people that are literally walking in front of their streets, like in front of their houses in the streets, yelling at people for walking their dogs. Why are you walking your dog? Social distancing. Well, you know what? You walking up to me is not social distancing. I was just fine by myself walking my dog. Or when I go run in the morning, or sometimes I take the boy running with me. That little booger can cook, man. He runs. But
I jog.
Well, okay, I should say I'm running after him because I'm running like that rhino on Jumanji. Fucking. But oh my God, it's one of those things that it's getting to the point where people are now thinking they're emboldened to get in my face. Don't get in my face. If you're coming up to get in my face about social distancing, you're not social distancing. You're getting in my face. I don't need you to tell me I am a grown up. I don't need any of your. As a matter of fact, you are insignificant in my world. When you're coming, welcome to the room of irrelevance, where I put individuals that I don't give a fuck about. If you want to come
weird
up,
that you say that. No, it was weird that you say that because I had someone just paused to ask me a question. We were going the opposite way on this trail. She just wanted to know where I got my Camelback from, and I had to couldn't hear her because I had my earbuds in, and I had to like pause and take it out. I'm like, what do you want? Why are you speaking to me? And I felt bad. I really did, because she just wanted to know where I got my Camelback from. I'm like, PX. I have a pretty bright blue Camelback, army color one.
I apologize, but you were straining my eyes having to look at you.
she
but
she really just wanted to know where I got it from, and I'm like, why are you talking to me? You're too close.
Yeah, exactly. The audacity of you asking me right now. It's almost to the point to where you're asking where you got a Camelback. I don't know. Don't you got Google? Individuals who have tons of information at their fingertips. They can do this. They can look at Google, and what do? Yeah, they could but there you go. Oh, you can Google Camelback, right? And you can Google Camelback and all that. And guess what? You can find out where did you get that Camelback? Oh, the store? I mean, you're right. It's invasive.
And I kind of felt bad, because I was like, why are you stopping me? First of all, I'm like in the middle of my book, because I was walking that day, and when I'm walking, I usually listen to books. So I'm jogging, I listen to music. So like, how dare you stop me and get this close? And I did. I even took a step back. I'm like,
yeah,
because I don't wear a mask when I'm out in the middle of the walking and running. I'm like, but I have passed people that do. I'm like, how can you even breathe in that when you're like running? Whatever. Okay. It's crazy. But, I go out where there's like hardly any people. So I was like shocked to even see someone, much less someone that wants to stop and talk to me. I'm like, I don't like being bothered, like, before any of this was going on, but
Sergeant Major Pax, by the way. So if you want to don't get too close. And I carry knives.
My Camelback.
I have melee weapons
in there.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't think you can come up and where'd you get the Camelback? And you're supposed to be out here walking, and the police having a curfew, and wow. I'm like, then why are you out here? Why are you out here? If you're trying to dime me out about social distancing, why are you getting in my face? We're gonna take a break right quick. We're gonna talk about some other social distancing stuff that's happening. That's got everybody up in arms. That has to do with the military again, of course. Don't worry, we're gonna keep it to the thing, and we little talking about military kid brats and shit. So, anyways, we'll be right back. Yeah, you gotta love them. We're right back. We're get some shots.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
Nothing feels the same. Let it all be Is this where you draw the line? 'Cause it's so sad. Tell me where you lost your faith. Is it so bad? Couldn't see it in your face. And it's so sad. I'll wait until you come back. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come down. Come back down. Why you keep it in your head? Is it so bad? Never heard a word you say it, and it's so sad. Tell me when you lost your way, 'cause it's so bad. Won't see you when I pray, and it's so sad. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down. Is it what you want? Is it what you need now? Is it what you breathe? Is it what you're bleeding now? Is it what you feel? Is it what you're feeling now? Is it what you wanted? I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down. Hello, hello, you. Will you come back down to me? Hello, hello, you. Will you come back down? Hello, hello, you. Won't you come back down to me? Hello, hello, you.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license.
Spanky, you back? Are you still you handling business? I don't wanna bother you and interrupt you. You might be doing some stuff in there. I don't want to mess you up and get